Hello, everybody, and welcome. Welcome to Spark Reynolds' weekly Facebook broadcast and podcast. And please let us know where you are tuning in from. Um, Throw anything you will have questions about in the chat. Happy New Year. You could tell us Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. Thank you, Christina. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you too, and Happy New Year. Last week, we talked about 8 last-minute gift ideas for real estate investors. And this week, Brian is going to talk a whole lot about a resolution to build wealth faster and how to track 3 numbers each month. And I'm not a fan of resolutions, but if I'm going to do resolutions, this is going to be what I'm going to do. So with that, Brian, tell us the resolution that is probably better than all the other ones. Happy New Year, Tara.
Happy New Year, Tara. Merry Christmas, Christina. Resolutions, it's easy to get kind of jaded and bitter and cynical about resolutions. You go to the gym in January every year and it's overflowing with people for the first few weeks. And then, by the end of January, it's cleared right back out to the normal, the normal regulars in there. But I really love this one resolution that we're going to share with you today. It's something that takes between 5 and 10 minutes a month. It does not take a lot of time, but it makes a huge difference in how you think about money, about building wealth, building passive income. So without further ado, we're going to jump right in. So what you want to do is every single month, you want to track 3 different financial metrics. And these are very simple. You don't need a CPA or anything to be able to put these together. So the first is simply your savings rate. Now, savings rate is the percentage of your income that you put towards savings. Now, that could be either towards paying down unsecured debts. It could be putting into an actual savings account. It could be putting towards your retirement accounts or putting towards investments like rental properties or whatever. But the percentage of your income that you put towards savings rather than spending. And we do have a link where you can learn more about savings rate if you're interested, and Denny will share that in the comments. But very simple, very easy, just the percentage of your income that you put towards savings. Second number.
Can I just interject? I was talking to somebody recently, and a lot of people learned a big lesson about not savings with this whole pandemic hitting. And it's so important to have a cushion and beyond, but at least a cushion. Anyway.
No question. And, real estate owners in particular, both homeowners and real estate investors do need a larger cash cushion than most people because you have unexpected or irregular expenses as a property owner. So things like fixing a roof, right? Putting a new roof on your property, or the furnace goes out, or the air conditioning condenser goes out, or a million other things that can go wrong on your property that suddenly can hit you with a $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 bill or even more. So you need to have a thicker cash cushion as a property owner. Again, both homeowners and real estate investors. For every property you own, you need to have money set aside for those repairs. All right, I'm off the high horse. Second metric that you should track every month is your investable net worth. So net worth, as you probably know, is just a sum of all of your assets minus your total liabilities, your debts. Now, when we talk about investable net worth, we actually exclude equity in your primary residence from that because that's not investable. The only way to realize that money is to sell your property. But until you sell it, you can't actually invest that money to go out and compound for you. So I use this, I track this automatically through mint.com. And Denny can share a link to them, but it is as simple as mint.com. And so, you just connect your Mint account to all of your other financial accounts, such as your bank accounts, and it will just automatically update your balances. And you can connect it to your brokerage accounts as well. I've got my Schwab brokerage account connected through there. And of course, you can track your real estate investments in there as well.
It's free too, right?
Yeah, it's absolutely free. I mean, they'll try to pitch you affiliated products and stuff, of course, but that's that's the price of free. So yeah, so investable net worth, second metric you want to track every month. And it does make a difference being able to watch your net worth grow every month that you put more savings towards it, right? I mean, it makes it more concrete, more tangible why you're going out and foregoing that new jacket that you want, or not going out to dinner all the time like you want, as you watch your wealth grow before your eyes every single month. So there's a psychological element here as well.
Absolutely.
Finally, the third number that you want to track every single month is your FIRE ratio. That is an unfamiliar term for most people, but it's actually really simple. It's simply the percentage of your living expenses that you can cover with your passive income from investments. So, easy example, let's say that you live on $5,000 a month. That's your living expenses total each month. If you have $1,000 in passive income from your investments, such as your rental properties or ETFs that pay dividends or whatever, if you have $1,000 in passive income, then you have a 20% FIRE ratio. You can cover $1,000 of your $5,000 living expenses with your passive income. So super simple. The name scares people off, but it's actually a really simple measurement. And when you get to 100% FIRE ratio, that means that you can retire if you want. You have reached financial independence. You can live entirely on your investment income, on your passive income from your rental properties and other investments. So,
which means that you can design your life the way you want it. Do
exactly
what you want with your time.
Right. So, if you love your job, you can keep doing it, of course, or you can go find another job that is maybe lower pay, but a lot more fun, a lot more meaningful to you. You can go volunteer full time. You can go travel the world full time. You can do whatever you want with the rest of your life when you reach 100% FIRE ratio, when you reach financial independence. So tracking those three numbers are what will move the needle for you and your wealth. Your savings rate, because that's where all of your wealth comes from, your investable net worth, and your FIRE ratio. So super simple, super easy. It takes 5 minutes a month, 10 tops, especially if you track your net worth automatically with Mint.com. So it makes your progress towards financial independence, your progress towards building wealth, it makes it much more tangible, much more concrete, and it makes it rewarding, not blowing your budget on, the latest gadget or whatever. So,
and just keep your I know we've talked about this before, to make sure that you put your goals, like what does your designed life look like, and get that written down and in front of you, because that helps it when it's harder, when you have a month where you're not buying Starbucks or whatever.
Yeah, and especially when we're talking about these long-term goals that take years to reach. I mean, no one's going to reach financial independence in under a year, right? I mean, it takes at a bare minimum 5 years, 10 years. I mean, most people spend 40 to 50 years in their career building their nest egg. But even in the fast lane, like what we try to teach here, you're still looking at 5 to 10 years in order to reach financial independence. And by the way, Edwin Torres says, Happy New Year to all. Happy New Year to you, Edwin.
Absolutely. Christina is asking, what if we like to live comfortably?
Well, Christina, I like to live comfortably too. And my answer to you is to find ways to hack your expenses. So, best example of that is house hacking, where you live for free. You get other people to pay for your housing. Denny House Hacks, almost all of her mortgage payments covered. I house hack. We get free housing through my wife's job. There's a million ways to house hack, from buying a multifamily and moving into one unit and renting out the others, to housemates, to
right.
Denny brought in a foreign exchange student, and the stipend covers a big chunk of her mortgage. You can
this
rent
is
out storage
last year
space.
with us.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, Christina says she house hacks as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Katie and I live overseas where cost of living is a lot lower. We actually intentionally chose a place to move where we can live without a car. So we actually, when we were living in the US, we each had a car, and then we moved overseas originally and we shared a car. And then in our latest move, we got rid of, we don't have any car at all. So, you want to find these big, high return tactics that you can do to really cover or to reduce those big expenses, because the top three expenses, housing, transportation, and food, they eat up around 2/3 of the average American's budget. If you look at the numbers from, who is it that releases them every year? I can't remember which government agency, but Christina says, but I don't live in my multifamily. Well, I hear you. There are ways to house hack a single family too. And we have an article on our blog with 10 ways to house hack, including most of those apply to single family homes as well, if you want to check those out. But yeah, I mean, Denny has done stuff like rented out storage space, rented out her detached garage. You can rent out parking for, boats and trailers and all that stuff if you have room for it. I mean, there's a lot of ways you can house hack. You can create a basement apartment or an above garage apartment or an ADU on your property. So yeah, get creative with it, or move overseas like I did. And one perk of that is you have much lower taxes. I mean,
That's a big
I don't
perk.
have to pay much in U.S. income taxes. So. All right, so Denny, we have a drawing. We have a giveaway.
Oh, that's right. That's right, we do. So we are, this is our last of the 2 PropStream giveaways. And we're going to choose one now. So I'm blindly looking, not looking. I'm blindly not looking.
As a reminder, so we're giving away a 1-year full membership to PropStream, which charges about $100 a month. So it's a roughly $1,200 prize that we're giving away. And PropStream, if you have not heard us talk about it before, it's one of the best software services out there for real estate investors. Helps you find off-market deals, things like pre-foreclosures or couples who are going through a divorce, tax liens, judgments, all that stuff. So, distressed sellers, basically. So you can go in and make an offer. But these are properties that are not listed on the MLS, so which is really where the good deals are, right? Getting away from the MLS. Hard to find good deals nowadays on the MLS.
All right.
All right, drum roll. Who's the big winner?
I can't pronounce this name, so pardon me. Jai Chandler.
All right. Well, congratulations, Jai.
So if you're listening, send your email to support@sparkrental.com and we will get that out to you. So thank you, everybody who participated, and hopefully we'll do this again soon.
Absolutely. Well, as always, stay in touch with us throughout the week. Let us know what you'd like us to talk about next week. We always want to keep this as relevant as possible for you guys. This is not just us up here jawing, at least hopefully. It's not supposed to be that. We want to keep this about whatever it is that's most important for you. So let us know what topics you'd like us to cover in the coming weeks. And Happy New Year, everyone.
Yeah,
here's to a way better 2021 than 2020.
See you later, 2020.
Amen. All right, guys. Have a great New Year's. Bye.
Bye-bye.